Hey, it's Landon. I'm just gonna make a quick video on how I look at the book and how I kind of search using the thrill of the chase and try to find little connections that may be coincidental but highly unlikely. Also, I just wanted to talk about Chris Dotson's painting. He has a listing on eBay. Very nice painting of Forrest Fenn. So I just wanted to mention that, and he's selling it for a good cause. I know that. I'm not going to share what the cause is. That's none of my business. So, but anyways, yeah, I just thought I'd mention that quick. But anyways, I'm just going to show you how I kind of search in the book. Of course, Leo is here to bug me, but I'll get into that now. So I'm back. So here, I'm just going to read this last part of Surviving Myself. He says, sometimes when it isn't too cold, I'd get even with my father for switching me by jumping out of the window by my bed. And this is what I think is the window. It's like transparencies of the poem. I've actually done transparencies of all the pictures in the Thrill of the Chase. Unfortunately, I could only find a few today. We're in the process of moving potentially, so everything's kind of packed up, so I couldn't dig them all outside to use what I have. So anyways, so I'd get even with my father for switching me by jumping out of the window of my bed, walking down in the cemetery, which was just a block north of our house. It took guts to go in there when it was dark with no moon. I still remember the sense of accomplishment I felt when I sat on some dead guy's grave marker. I wasn't even afraid. A kid really has time to think in a graveyard. So yeah. So what you can do with the transparencies to try kind of possibly get answers, and like I said, it helps to look in the dark and have a flashlight. So I hope everyone can see everything okay. So what I can do with the other pictures is, so I'll take, the picture of Forrest's dad, and you can kind of line it up. And if you line it up correctly, this is yeah, okay. So yeah, if you line it up, Forrest will be sitting on right on his dad's knee. And you can see there's an axe. And also you'll see where that cross is. It looks like it's right around the left kidney area. It looks like there's a cross in his pocket. I think the axe probably symbolizes depression, or the grave marker. Actually, the grave marker probably signifies his depression. I think most of us know what happened with his father when he passed away. So he's basically uses the axe as a symbol to chop out the depression. So yeah, and then you can go back to the other picture. I think I saved my page here. So yeah, you can go back to this picture and use the other transparency, and you'll notice it all lines up. Bear with me. So yeah, you'll see Forrest sitting on that on his dad's knee, and then you also see that grave marker there, and then you notice the cross goes right in that pocket again. So is that a coincidence? Probably not. Not in my opinion. Yeah, there really is no coincidences in the chase in my mind. And another thing, when you're using the transparencies, you can kind of, like here, I'll show you my poem with the stick man. Okay, and I've showed you guys this before. This is nothing new that I use. So when he says he's sitting on a dead guy's grave marker, you can also kind of line it up This is actually better with the other picture. Let me grab it. So you could line this up with, it's gonna be hard to see. And you almost have to have a white background. Yeah, this isn't the one I wanted either. Okay, yeah, let's go back to this one. You can see where, like Forrest Kidney would be on a stick man. It's gonna be I'm gonna do this kind of sloppy. But anyway, what it did end up doing is lining up like with his kidney. So that's just kind of a way you can use the transparent maps. I got transparencies, like I said, all the pictures in the Thrill of the Chase. I think you can do it with Too Far to Walk. I've even tried doing it with the Too Far to Walk, and it seems like the poem lines up similar to many of those pictures as well. You can even line up some of the words. I don't know that I have this one lined up correctly. I think it goes about like that, actually, or something like that. You kind of have to play with it, and you can also look to see if there's words that line up, and especially the words in the poem, they might line up and give you some meaning behind them. So I just wanted to put that out there. Sorry, it's kind of a half-assed video, but, and also another tool, like I said, I use the Sharpie a lot for drawing on transparent maps, and then you can use alcohol wipes to swab them off. These are probably too dry, it won't work, but you know, even when you wipe off with the alcohol wipe, is that just a coincidence? Potentially, maybe it was some kind of alcohol problem, but I'm not going to go into personal things because I don't know. But like I said, I do not think there's coincidences. So yeah, I think some of the best tools I have is just, you know, a lead pencil, a Sharpie, alcohol wipes, and also, like I said, get transparencies of the pictures in the Thrill of the Chase. Just make copies, you know, put your Thrill of the Chase book and make copies. So I hope that kind of helps some people out when they're using the book, looking for little hints or clues. I know I've had a lot of just anxiety and things like that going on in my life lately, so I've been kind of taking a break from the chase for a little while, for about a month or more than that probably. I just needed to clear my head. The last little, you know, boots on the ground kind of got me burnt out and feeling down, but you gotta just I mean, wake up in the morning and think about something good in your life. I mean, I have a lot of the good things going on in my life, so and you just got to chop out the negative. So anyways, I just want to say hi to everyone. Hope everyone's doing well. Hopefully that's helpful for some of the searchers. So thanks for checking this out, and I'll post a link to the Chris Dotson's painting. I've actually bid on it once or twice. I'd actually like to get it, but I'm sure it's going to go out of my price range. But anyways, hope you all have a good day. Bye.